Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Hillsborough, UUCH or OOCH. We continually seek to be an open-hearted and welcoming community for all who are looking for connection, meaning, and support. Our worship does not follow a single fixed form, nor do we ask one another to share the same creed or set of beliefs. Instead, we are a covenantal community, bound by our promise to care for one another as we each pursue our lifelong search for truth and meaning in matters of faith. Welcome to each of you, familiar faces and first-time visitors alike. Your presence today matters. Whether this is your very first Sunday with us or one of many, we are enriched by your being here. We are a community of many beliefs, backgrounds, sexual orientations, and gender identities. Together we are learning, growing, and becoming, and each of us is held in love. Just as you are, you belong here. Now please turn around and to those around you and greet them with a joyful and generous good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Jenny Kiles, and I'm serving as the worship coordinator for today's service. As a lay-led congregation, our worship is made possible by the dedication of many people, both seen and unseen. We extend our heartfelt thanks to everyone who contributes their time and talents to make this a meaningful place to gather, to learn, to grow in spirit, and to nurture love and community together. This morning we have a virtual guest speaker, the Reverend Sunshine J. Wolf, whom I will introduce for their homily. Now, before we begin our time of worship, please take a moment to review your order of service, where you'll find announcements printed on the back. We'll pause briefly to share any additional announcements not already listed. And finally, please take a moment now to ensure that your cell phone is turned off or set to silent. Do you have an announcement?
Sorry, making announcements and driving the slides.
Hi guys, I'm Kim Freeman. I'm the moderator here. And I just wanted to make a couple quick announcements. One, I noticed two things missing from the events on the back of the order of service. My bad, because I'm one of the people that's supposed to double check it, and I totally missed that. So anyway, tomorrow, Governance Council is going to be meeting. We will not be meeting here. We'll be meeting at one of our houses, which is fun. Everybody is welcome to join, so if you're interested, just reach out to me and I will give you the address. And then we've also managed to leave off the fact that we're having a Sunday service on the 7th. It is not just the committee of the whole. You do get to actually do like the whole, service thing, and then we'll sit around and pass the budget and all those really exciting things that more than just me looks forward to, right?
Yes.
Okay, the other thing I wanted to mention is that we are trying to wrap up our 2026 to 2027 fiscal year stewardship drive, our pledge campaign. This is the QR code to go and submit your pledge if you haven't yet. If you have any questions, please reach out to me or any member of the Governance Council. We're just trying to get an accurate idea of the budget that we'll be working with, because we've got to balance it before we present it to the committee of the whole in 2 weeks. I'm really excited about all the things that we've got proposed for next year, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this community thriving and really making a difference. I think that's all I've got. Thanks.
Hi, I'm short-time member Don Katahdin. A longtime former member Dick Merritt is turning 90 in August, and another longtime former member, Lance Brown, is organizing a party for him. So if you want to help with that party, contact Lance Brown. I have his contact information.
Where is the party?
We don't know. I don't know yet, and Lance hasn't told me yet. I think it might actually be in the UU, like in Charlotte, because that's where Dick Merritt lives.
So yesterday I got an email from NPR saying, "Welcome to How to Cut Your Food Bill," and it's a 4-part thing. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I thought it would be very appropriate when we are budgeting for the church to have some information about how to cut our food bills. And there's a link on here that I can send it to friends. So if you're interested, let me know. Thank you.
I do think that our food bill here is likely to actually increase rather than decrease because we're switching to the fair trade coffee, which is significantly more expensive than the standard coffee. But hopefully we will make ethically grounded choices in our food consumption. Anyway, so I have some announcements about some events that are happening next weekend for Earth and Animal Justice. On Friday, the ERUF Earth Justice group is going to be hosting the same movie, the Breaking Boundaries movie that we hosted a few weeks ago. They're going to be hosting it there as well. So if you missed it here, which most of you did, then you can go see it there. And that's another opportunity. We've been partnering with the ERUF Earth Justice group, trying to promote each other's events and hang out with each other to increase our numbers and visibility. Another thing that the ERUF Earth Justice group is doing next weekend is on Saturday, they're going to be hiking at the Confluence here in Hillsborough with the Ena River Association. And so if people from here would like to go and hang out with other UUs and hike in nature, that'll be happening next Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Confluence. So it was rescheduled from this past weekend when it was rained out. So there's another opportunity. The next thing that's also happening next Saturday at 11 a.m. is at the Piedmont Farm Animal Refuge, one of our plate partners. They're hosting an event called Moral Character and Meat Eating, a philosophy talk, where they have a PhD philosophy student who's going to give a talk. It will be followed by the talk is free, and it will also have a free vegan lunch included, and that's at the Piedmont Farm Animal Refuge. I think that sounds like a cool event, and I'm planning to go to it. I have RSVP'd. There is an RSVP link. You can get the QR code for it. It's out on the bulletin board. And then on Sunday, the UU Animal Ministry is hosting an online program on Zoom at 7 p.m., and it's called The Humane Hoax. And so that's about, I think it's about like things like humanely raised animal agriculture and whether or not people who say they're doing that are actually doing that. That's what I think it's about. So those are some programs that are coming up all next weekend for Earth and Animal Justice. Additionally, I wanted to let you know that Tessa has made an invitation for her bat mitzvah. She made this all by herself because she's very good at graphic design. And so if you are interested in coming to Tessa's bat mitzvah, I have a box with invitations in them, or I will also just post this on the bulletin board outside. And there's a QR code to RSVP to that. And Tessa requests that if you want to ask any questions about logistics about the bat mitzvah, that you ask me and not her. So that's the information about Tessa's bat mitzvah.
Hi, my name is Tristan. I have a very brief, somewhat last minute and optional announcement. If anyone of you who is musically inclined or musically interested has interest in performing an offertory next week, I have not yet selected that, and I figure too much of me might be too much one person. So if anyone has any kind of song they want, anything related to justice also, because next week we have someone from Justice United whose theme is what is Justice United doing these days. If anyone has any interest in performing the offertory next week, please come find me during the 10-ish minutes I am here after the service.
Hey guys, sorry, some more justice stuff. Today's the justice meeting. They'll be here after service. And I also want to just put people's pin on the next Justice film night. It will be on the 12th of June next month. We're going to hear at 7 o'clock as usual. We're hoping to really get some more attendance to it. We're going to give it a few more months. If attendance does not increase, then we'll sack the whole program. So we're going to just be showing something this time around Juneteenth.
Hi, Patty. I have cards here for members we haven't seen in some time that we need to keep in our thoughts. And even if you don't know them, hey, a little smiley face signature is okay. Anyway, it's Jean-Michel, AJ, Hal, Terry, AC's partner, and Peg and Richard Wolf. So they've all been absent from our presence for a while. So I have one pen, I'll find another. Their names are right here.
Let's prepare ourselves for our time of reflection and celebration by reminding ourselves of who we are and why we gather. We are Unitarian Universalists. Unitarian Universalism draws from our heritages of freedom, reason, hope, and courage, building on the foundation of love. Love is the power that holds us together and is at the center of our shared values. Our chalice lighter this morning is Jacob Saroni. I knew I was going to get that
I
wrong.
told him that's going to happen for the
Saroni.
rest of his
Yeah. Our chalice lighting words this morning are Why We're Here by Eric Walker Wickstrom. Here today, in this place, and with these people, may we listen so that we can hear. May we hear so that we can feel. May we feel so that we can know. And may we know so that we can change ourselves and this world. May this chalice we light our way. Now please stand in body or spirit as we sing our opening hymn, Building Bridges. And the words are here on the...
So we're going to divide up into two. The people in the middle, you're welcome to follow whoever you want. We're going to do it 2 times together, then 2 times as a round. 1, 2, 3.
Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, will you reach out to me? With all of our voices and all of our visions, friends, we could make such sweet harmony. Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, will you reach out to me? With all of our voices and all of our visions, friends, we could make such sweet harmony. Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, will you reach out to me? With all of our voices and all of our visions, friends, we could make such sweet harmony. Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, will you reach out to me? With all of our voices and all of our visions, friends, we could make such sweet harmony.
Friends, we could make such sweet harmony. Woo.
Our opening words this morning are Co-Regulation by Elizabeth Barish Brown. From our very first breath, we reach out. Co-regulation, not self-regulation, is in our nature. We find our cues from the sun and the moon, From each parent and caregiver, we find our place in this great turning planet. By turning to one another, generation to generation, we awaken to the dawn and fall asleep at the evening's end. Our life's journey is part of something greater, something simple, something divine. A flame cannot be lit without a spark. A life cannot begin without the air, and we cannot begin to find ourselves without love. May we reach out to one another. May we offer love and nurturing care. May we join together in celebration of the interdependence of our lives. In this spirit, let us worship together. Sharing joys and sorrows is a cherished ritual in our Sunday services. The practice unfolds in two parts. First, we make space for spoken sharing, and then we move into a time of quiet reflection, holding in silence the concerns, joys, milestones, or griefs that have arisen since we last gathered. In both moments, we place stones into the vase on the altar, symbolizing our collective holding of one another's experiences. By sharing in this way, we deepen our connection as a community. We begin with spoken sharing. What is shared aloud is not recorded, so those joining us online will notice a brief pause while the people in the sanctuary speak. If you are participating online and would like to share a joy or a concern with those gathered here, please place it in the chat and indicate whether you would like it read aloud. A stone will be placed in the vase on your behalf. who choose to hold their joys and sorrows in silence, you are invited to come forward and place a stone in the vase quietly while Tristan plays I Know This Rose Will Open. After he plays through the piece once, we will join together in singing this meditative song. We hold all these things within the heart of this community, both spoken and unspoken, by remaining silent for a moment as we consider what has been shared and how we might respond. Let us close our sharing time by saying together, Amen and blessed be. Amen and blessed be. Now I'd like to ask our RE teacher to tell us what the kids will be up to in RE today, and then we will bless our RE classes on their way by singing.
Today was a free play day, so we're going to go outside and play games.
Each Sunday, we receive a monetary offering to support meaningful and deserving causes. For the month of May, our plate offering will benefit NCUU Justice Ministry. The Unitarian Universalist Justice Ministry of North Carolina joyfully organizes UUs to co-create a transformative movement for justice through spiritual grounding, collaboration, and imagination. With that in mind, we invite you to give generously.
you'll see into your imagination will begin with the spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world? There's nothing to it. There is no life I've known that compares with pure imagination. Living there, you will see be true. We wish to be. That compares with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. Hold your breath, make a wish, count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Tristan. Please join me in offering a blessing for the offertory. For all the love, for the love that surrounds us every morning, for the friends beside us, and for the generous gifts just received, let us be truly grateful. Our speaker today, our virtual speaker today, is Reverend Sunshine J. Wolf. They are a regional lead for the Pacific Western region based in Phoenix, Arizona. They hail originally from Indiana, where they learned to sing, dance, and cause trouble, the social justice kind. Sunshine is committed to supporting congregations to become the most connected versions of themselves so that they can do their important work in the world. Sunshine enjoys silliness, board games, music of all kinds, and thunderstorms. They particularly like to go hiking, color mandalas, seek out new life and new civilizations, and boldly go where a small handful have gone before. In other words, they are a speculative fiction geek with a specialty in Star Trek.
My name is Reverend Sunshine Jeremiah Wolf. I serve as the regional lead for the Pacific Western region of our Unitarian Universalist Association. I offer my greetings to you and thank you for welcoming me into your space today. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Of course, they have the curse that says, may you live in interesting times, and so we do, as so many generations before us have, and as many generations currently with us, and people living today do. We live in challenging times. We always live in challenging times, though perhaps now it feels even more overwhelming and more uncertain. Transformation is hard. Change is not a simple thing, and it is not something we certainly prefer. Many of us may relate to Pete in the story of Pete and Pickles by Berkeley Brevin. Pete is a pig who believes in having everything planned and organized in perfectly consistent ways. He's uncomplicated, and he likes his life to be uncomplicated. And yet, he finds himself in a position where literally the elephant walks into the room and everything goes haywire. And how many times have we had that? We have our plans and our habits and we know what to expect, and then boom, something happens. For some of us, that's just a Tuesday. That has been how things have been since birth. And for others, it's something that shows up in their life now and again.
It's the illusion of certainty.
Uncomplicated lives that can be habitually planned can make things very difficult. Change is hard. Even though it is something we live from birth till death, our bodies constantly changing and transforming and moving. Our relationships continually changing and transforming and moving. That illusion of solidity is something that can give many of us strength to carry on. But what happens when that's no longer an option? How do we live into times of change and transformation? Or if we have been living in those times, but the increased amount is just feeling like it's just too much to take. I certainly have those days myself. I appreciate the question that comes from Leah Lakshmi Pipsna-Samasaran in her book, Care Work, Dreaming Disability Justice. And she's talking to activists who live as queer and Black and disabled and in experiences where it can just seem impossible just to get out of bed. She asks this question: what feels possible? What feels possible right now? We are not asked to fix everything. We cannot do it. We are not asked to be the answer to all things. No one of us can do that. All we can do is get up or do the next possible thing. Maybe it's not even getting out of bed. Maybe it's just lying there and relaxing into it. Maybe that's what feels possible. Or maybe it is getting out of bed or taking a shower, or maybe it's leaving the house. It could be, I can't take it anymore, and calling my legislator to say, this cannot be. Maybe it is joining an organization of other folks who have plans for responding to the challenges that we wish to meet. Whatever it is, the what feels possible right now is not a consistent thing. It is not stable. It will change from day to day to moment to moment. What felt possible this morning may not feel possible this evening. What felt possible last week may not feel possible now. What feels possible right now? What allows us to do the next elegant thing? I live with chronic post-traumatic stress disorder, CPTSD, or complex CPTSD. And what that means for me is that sometimes I walk into a room and there's a ton of things to do, and I just get overwhelmed. I can't do it because there's too many things, and all I can see is all of the things. And one of the ways that I've learned to manage that is to start with something simple. So if it's the dishes are running over in the sink, and I just cannot imagine doing the dishes, I'll start with, what if I just put 5 dishes in the dishwasher? Or if it's the kitchen that's overwhelming, what if I just take out the trash and nothing else? What feels possible in that moment is not the whole thing. And if I look at the whole thing, it's too much. When I focus on a small possible task, it becomes manageable. And I feel that way about our challenges in our world, and sometimes the challenges that our congregations deal with just in their own communities. If you look at the whole picture and try to solve it all at once, it can become impossible to respond. To make it bite-sized, what feels possible right now. The other piece that I think holds us in these times of change and that we are not meant to do it alone. We are meant to be in co-regulation with each other. In our story with Pete and Pickles, you can think of Pete as this person, this being that wants everything to be uncomplicated. And Pickles, who has been living in a circus and being oppressed, comes in and says, let's do something new together. And they do new things together because they co-regulate with each other. We are not meant to be isolated islands unto ourselves. Humans are wired for connection. As Brené Brown puts it, we are wired for connection. And if we are wired for connection, then that means that in addition to self-care, we need community care. We need to be able to be in relationship with communities that help us say yes to life and to each other. And in those communities, it can't always be about work. We are Unitarian Universalists, and that means in part we have inherited a religious notion that we are only worthy if we fight for justice and do hard things and strive and move and work. And that can be important, but it isn't the only thing. If we only gather people so that we can work hard and try and create something, where is the time for connection and joy and play? And don't get me wrong, there can be joy and play in organizing or creating worship or doing all kinds of things. And also, it is very important to have times when we're just celebrating. We are wired for connection, meant to co-regulate with our earth, with our communities, with our families, be they chosen or biological or both. We are wired for connection. And part of that connection needs to be that which helps us build resilience so that when we have to ask the question, what feels possible right now, things become possible. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. We are meant to be in community together. Your people are my people. My people are yours. And it does not mean we have to know everyone, but it does mean we need to be able to hold care for the people around us and know that those communities are part of my survival, your survival, our survival. We cannot do these things alone. We need to be co-regulating community to community, within communities and beyond. I appreciate the language of Paula Cole-Jones, who says we are in communities of communities, that even within a congregation, we may have multiple communities interacting with each other. Within neighborhoods, within states and societies, multiple communities. And those communities of communities need to be in relationship. We are all interconnected and co-regulating with each other. I find useful when thinking about how we co-regulate and how we hold the balance of all of the things that we know need to happen to help transform our world with the joy and wonder. I think of a ritual that we had in my school at Stark King School for the Ministry. Reverend Dr. Rebecca Ann Parker introduced us to this ritual in weekly chapel. And it was to light a white candle, which in most cultures around the world is what you wear in times of death and grief, and a red candle to represent joy and wonder. And it was meant to hold the fact that we were in multiple wars at that time, as well as the fact that many wonderful and good things were happening. And we would light each candle, holding both of those things together at the same time. They don't need to be separated. They are even co-regulated between them. Hold together both the challenges, the struggles, the horrors, the pain, the loss, the sickness, with the laughter, the hope, the joy, the play. Those things go together. How do you each day light both candles, responding to the challenges and saying yes to the joy of the play? Joy itself is an act of resistance. It is an act of saying we are thriving and whole and holy, even as people may try and take our rights away, or we may be dealing with illness, or our agency may be challenged. We are authentic and whole in our joy. Joy is an act of resistance. And so as we conclude our time together, I want to consider what it means to say yes and bring joy to our congregations and communities. It means having game nights. It means having potluck gatherings where nothing else happens related to church work except being in community. There's no board work. There's no social justice stuff. There is literally just we are in community together. There's times of singing and laughter and dance and music and movement, time where children lead us in activities and youth guide us in their wisdom, and all of us hold holy the power of saying yes to wonder and hope. The song I've been singing throughout this sermon, Where You Go, I Will Go, is from Shoshana Jedwab. She is a Jewish musician, and she wrote this song. It's a zipper song, so you can fit different words into it. And the music is free and accessible in this song in communities all around the world. And it's based on the book of Ruth. And in the book of Ruth, Ruth and Naomi find themselves in a situation where their husbands have died. And Ruth is older, and often what is culturally normal at that time is that Naomi would leave Ruth and go off and get married. But instead, Naomi says, "Where you go, I will go." And Ruth insists, "Go off, go find a husband, leave me be." The idea being that Ruth would eventually go back to her homeland and she may or may not live, but that Naomi would have a wife. And Naomi refused to leave her side. And that act itself of a woman not going immediately to the protection of a man in a society that respected her was huge. And it was co-regulation and connection. And they traveled and journeyed together and found deeper and deeper ways of being loyal and caring to each other. And cared for each other even after they arrived and Naomi found a new husband. In that story, it's about how do we go through these struggles together? How do we not abandon each other in our time of uncertainty and trial? Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. Your divine, my divine. May you find holiness and sacredness and joy and wonder. May you cause good trouble to all of the things that need to be challenged. And may you create comfort and healing and wholeness. So that each person, when they determine what feels possible right now, consider you a source of that possibility and not a hindrance. And may you find people in your life who give you that source of possibility and not hindrance. May we be the people we dream of, and may we have a whole lot of fun and silliness in our days. Give away stickers, share rubber ducks, throw stuffies across the room, bounce a beach ball, play basketball, do the silly things that say, yes, we are worthy and holy and more than enough to face the times ahead. Go in peace, love, and grace. Blessed be.
Please stand, embody your spirit as we sing our closing hymn, There Is More Love Somewhere.
And please pause for just a moment while Kim figures out the slides.
Let's do a dramatic entrance.
There it is.
I'm
Heather, would you mind extinguishing the chalice? We extinguish this flame, but not the twilight of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Go in peace, my friends, and blessed be.
I've never worked in there too.